My name is Vivian Moreno, and I am the president of the largest and oldest festival and parade organization in Rhode Island, the Puerto Rican Cultural Festival and Parade of Rhode Island. We are also the official ambassadors of Goodwill for Rhode Island. To my right are the Women's Committee, the Puerto Rican Women's Committee, and also the board of directors of the Puerto Rican Festival, and I'm going to name them: Rebecca Flores, Lydia Perez, Yvette Sullivan, Doris Hernandez, Carmen Bouchard, and Cynthia Perez. These are the people that made this event possible. Thank you very much. To my left are some very special honor guests, former members of the 65th Infantry, the legendary Borinqueneers. Please give them a Thank you. We offer our warmest warm everyone here in Rhode Island to our friends and family in Miramar, Puerto Rico, and would like to recognize our board secretary, Vanessa Rivera, and the original founders of the Puerto Rican organization here. Osvaldo Castillo, who was the first president and former, in 1986, started the organization. We'd also like to mention some of the many people who made this conference possible. Wilson Hernandez from Puerto Rico, expertise and patience, we're waiting still for him, has made this event possible. And with Jack Fabi Associates, to the right. Our event producers from here in Rhode Island who volunteered their experience and their equipment to create this event. Also, to Bob Cooper, our publicist. This event would not be possible without his collaboration, and with no offense to anyone, we have the best publicist in Rhode Island, Bob Cooper. Thank you. He's busy over there. Also, we'd like to recognize Tony Aristy from the Governor Lincoln D. Chafee, the Hispanic Heritage Committee, our Puerto Rican Women's Committee, and our sincerest and humble thanks to the National Puerto Rican Day Board Directors and Parade President Madeline Lugo for these announcements being made today. They really wanted to be here, but because of we had this event scheduled for February 9th, but then we had Nemo. And so we had to cancel the event, and this is the reason why we're trying to do a live transmission from Puerto Rico. And now I want to let Mr. Aristy to introduce the governor of Rhode Island. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to present the governor from the greatest state of Rhode Island, Lincoln D. Chafee.
Well, thank you, Tony, very much. It's a great pleasure to join Senator Pichardo, Representative Diaz, Representative Slater, Colonel O'Donnell here, and all the friends of very, very beautiful island in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, and celebrate our rich heritage and friendship. And also, we are here to announce that the parade, the National Puerto Rican Day Parade, is being dedicated to the state of Rhode Island this year. We have approximately 35,000 of our residents here in Rhode Island are of Puerto Rican Rhode Islanders, and that is the sixth highest concentration of any state in the country. So we're very proud of our heritage. And just a few weeks ago when I was in Washington, I sat next to the new governor of Puerto Rico, Alejandro Garcia Padilla, at the National Governors Association meeting and learned more about what's happening politically. It's always very vibrant political activity on the island, and it was good to catch up with him as what's happening. So thank you once again, and a great day for Puerto Rico and for Rhode Island.
Thank you.
We also have some state legislators here with us today. Senator Juan Pichardo, thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support throughout the years to this organization. And we also have Representative Grace Diaz, that even though she's not feeling good, she made it today. Thank you, Grace, for your assistance. We have our advisory attorney, Mark LaRoche. Thank you, Mark, for being here. And also we have Rudy from Telemundo. Thank you, Rudy. One of the great leaders. No. And now I'm going to let
It's just
Lidia Perez.
I'm sorry. It's just to say that we have Marta Martinez, welcome, and Mr. Tomas Avila is there. Okay, Maggie Pickard and Senator Slade. Yes, Scotty Slater. Thank you.
Senator Scott Slater, thank you very much for your contributions throughout all these years to the Puerto Rican Cultural Festival and Parade of Rhode Island, that he's continuing to follow his dad's footsteps. Now we are going to take a small break to let Rebecca, if you have anyone else that...
I would like to acknowledge.
Yes.
I think you acknowledged everyone, but I can reiterate.
I want to thank Governor Chafee for his kind words and for his support to the organization as well. Also, at this time, we're just going to give a few minutes to see if we can get a live transmission from Puerto Rico. But needless to say that I forgot something very, very, very important. I want to ask Tony Medina to come up front and to also introduce our great Borinqueneers. Tony?
Thank you very much. I'm not as tall as she is, so I'm going to have to lower the microphone here a minute. My name is Tony Molina. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm not going to say it's better than Rhode Island, but we're there. I want to say thank you to the governor, because our governor in Massachusetts also, it's a great man who has been very, very active and has devoted his time to helping Puerto Rican veterans do what we want to do. We were the first city in the United States to erect a monument for the 65th Infantry Regiment. We still have it there. And now the Puerto Rican Veterans Monument Square Association, it's in the process of building a monument for all Puerto Rican veterans of all wars, including the image of a female. It's going to be the first one in the United States. We are hoping to unveil in November. Thank you. And for those who didn't realize it, the 65th Infantry Regiment of Puerto Rico, the only totally Puerto Rican regiment in the U.S. Armed Forces, had more casualties per capita than any other regiment during the Korean War. They lost over 900 men, and over 1,200 Purple Hearts were awarded to the 65th Infantry Regiment. So that they do deserve the honor that we give them. And they definitely, I would ask you to give them a huge round of applause, because there's still a few that are survivors and that they will be around for a while, and we hope that they will be with us when we unveil our monument in Boston. Thank you for the invitation, Manolo, my good friend Manolo. It's a pleasure to be here. And I will be in the audience for any questions you have. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dr. Manolo Pazos. Right now, I'm still in Providence now for 18 years. 27 of my life was in New York and 7 in Boston, Massachusetts. Today, I feel tremendous happening in my heart because I see a lot of friends in this beautiful event, especially my friend Tony Molina from Boston. We are no partners, but we work together with the community in Boston, especially in Radiolandia 1600. That's the radio station, the pioneer station in Boston. From Connecticut, we got a beautiful commission from the veterans, and one of those, my friend Jose Pickard. Long time I know this guy, oh my God, from New York. And he remembered me too many of the events that we be together, and we enjoy a lot in the beautiful Spanish community of New York. Then Mr. Celestino Cordova, and he said to me, I know you from Spain, and I know that I'm be over there. But see, my family name is Cordova, Cordova for the Americans. Cordova is one of the states from Andalusia, that's the south of Spain. Beautiful territory there, beautiful. Then Dolores Nieves, and Luis Rubén Centeno, and his wife Lilian Centeno. Thank you so much to be in this event, and remember, I feel like a son of Puerto Rico because the Club Guaynabo over there in the island, they named me adoptive son of Puerto Rico from Guaynabo, and I got my titles, and I get this one long time ago, about 1969, long time. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Manolo. He also, if you look in our website, PuertoRicanRI.com, you're gonna see the song that Manolo wrote about the island of Puerto Rico. It's like an anthem. And now I would like to thank, well, I should have done this at the beginning, but everyone that's here that I have not mentioned, and also the media this is a special day because this is the announcement, the official announcement that the Puerto Rican Parade in New York City, the National Puerto Rican Day Parade, will be dedicated to Rhode Island this year. So this is it. We're calling on all the people from every municipality to come together and represent Rhode Island. We want you there. You're going to have a good time. And we are going to do the best to represent the state of Rhode Island. We're going to do our best, and we need you to step up and go there and represent. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Puerto Rico is here, Sasha Betance, Miss Puerto Rico, Morena, Miss Puerto Rico, Ana y Miss Reina. They're all here, and this is why we do this. And thank you very much for coming. This is the end of the press conference. Okay.
Bueno, tenemos una actuación especial y el señor Pickard de Connecticut quiere dirigir unas palabras a todos ustedes. We got Mr. Pickard from Connecticut. He wants to say hello to everybody. This guy, Antonio, is a book of history. We need to listen to him. Venga para acá.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege for me to be here in Rhode Island, and I want to appreciate very much you open your arms for us this morning. My name is Jose Pickard. I was in the 65th Infantry in Korea back in 1951 to 1953. It was a very how can I say this? Because I can express myself better in Spanish than in English, but I'm trying to do the best I can. Yeah, I know. I want everybody to understand me. Well, what was painful, the experience in Korea, really painful. I don't have any good memories from there, any good at all. But we serve our country, and as Puerto Ricans, that we are Americans too since we born, we feel a big responsibility for us to serve the United States of America, that open the arms for us, and they say, you are American since you born. And that's very, very important to anybody. So thank you very much, United States of America. And on behalf of my group from Connecticut, like Manolo said, he lived, I don't know how many years in New York. I lived in New York a few years, and then we moved to Connecticut, and since then I'm there. That was back in 1971. So I don't know. I think that is a privilege, for us, the Puerto Ricans, to have an opportunity in this country. This is the country of opportunities, and we have a very big opportunity. If you want to take advantage of it, you can make it. So we did. We tried to put our island up in the sky here in this country, and the only way you can do it is respect the laws and be a good citizen. That's all you can do to put your country where you born up in the sky, like I say. So on behalf of my people, I think that they feel exactly the way I do, being here in Rhode Island. And when I was advised yesterday, or the day before yesterday, that we have this activity going on here in Rhode Island, so I feel very, very happy, because when I was, I don't know, I think that everybody thinks like I do. When I was in the army and we go to Korea, and I was so lucky, like Dolores was, and Ruben was, and Celestino was, that we came back in one piece. I said, I don't want to remember this anymore in my life. But now we have to, because we have a bunch of people that wants to recognize our efforts down there in that country. I appreciate that very much, as well as my friends down here. So thank you for welcoming us here to Rhode Island. And listen, I'm going to remember this the rest of my life. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. This is very historic to us, and it's an honor to us. And like their general said, General Douglas MacArthur, no man is entitled to the blessings of freedom unless he be vigilant in his preservation. If you want to learn more about the Borinqueneers, there's a movie about the legendary Borinqueneers, www.borinqueneers.com. I want to let Senator Pichardo and anyone else that would like to address us to come forward, please.
Thank you, Vivian.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Senate President, Teresa Paiva-Weed, we'd love to welcome you and greetings to our guests today, especially those who Puerto Ricans who live here in the state of Rhode Island, but also those who have traveled from Connecticut and Boston, and our veterans, my brothers at arms. Muchas gracias por estar aquí. Es un día especial para todos nosotros. It is great to hear that the Puerto Rican National Parade will be in honor of the state of Rhode Island. It would certainly do an injection of tourism for us here in Rhode Island, because many Puerto Ricans may say, ¿y dónde está Rhode Island? ¿Dónde está esa isla? And it's just only a couple of hours away from New York. And so it certainly would be a great time to travel to New York, and encourage everyone to travel to New York and enjoy the parade. In addition, I also would like to welcome and recognize my colleague, Representative Scott Slater. He and I, and Representative Grace Diaz, who just left, he and I and Black and Latino Caucus really enjoy representing the Latino community here in the state of Rhode Island. Caucus who is diverse from different countries, from Panama to Puerto Rico to the Dominican Republic. And I know that my colleagues perhaps are watching this in La Isla. Just the day before, I know we had a nice competition in baseball. And I know that there's only one winner when it comes to the end, right? And for the first time, the Dominican won the baseball, the Mundial, the Clásico, and there are many. Yes, and that there are many Dominicans in La Isla de Puerto Rico, and I enjoy the friendship of many, including the governor García Padilla, and nuestro senador Eduardo Batia y Carmelo Ríos allá en Puerto Rico. Así que saludos a todos y esperar de que podemos disfrutar lo que este año nos brinda en la parada puertorriqueña nacional ahí en Nueva York, y también aquí en Providence. Sabemos que tenemos la parada este año que Vivian va a compartir la fecha con nosotros, pero siempre estamos celebrando nuestras culturas aquí en el estado de Rhode Island. Así que gracias a todos y disfruten nuestro estado. Y yo sé que ustedes viajaron de larga distancia. Quédense aquí un ratico, aprendan y vean nuestro Capitolio, que también es de ustedes. Nosotros, we salute you for all your bravery, for all your hard work and your sacrifice. You know, as a member of the military and a retired veteran, you know, we stand on your shoulder. And I know that you made, and your colleagues and your friends who didn't survive, really, we honor you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Pickard. We do have some citations for the Borinqueneers that we will hand them later. And since they do represent the only Hispanic troops in the history of the United States, which was established by Congress. Also about the baseball. I know that the governor of Puerto Rico called the president of the Dominican Republic and invited all of the winners to the island, because they made a communication before the game that whoever wins is going to invite the other one. So it's an honor to have the governor do that. And now I want to let Representative Scott Slater have a few words.
Thank you, Vivian. Good afternoon. I'm very humbled and happy to be here today for this celebration and to announce about the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York. Dedicating the parade to Rhode Island is a great honor. And for everyone that came out here today, I'm not going to get into all the names. I think everyone's been recognized, and Senator Pichado did a great job expressing our feelings. And on behalf of the Speaker, Gordon Fox, the Majority Leader, Mattiello, I'm here to, and my colleague, Representative Grace Diaz, to express the whole House's pleasure to have our support that we've continually given to the Puerto Rican parade in Rhode Island. And now that New York is going to dedicate that, I hope in the future, looking at these beautiful pictures we have over here, maybe next year's we can have the hold the parade in Puerto Rico. That would be nice to travel. Maybe we can work on that budget. But I would be remiss if I came up here. My wife also came here today, and my wife she's here, Bianca Rodriguez Slater, and she's also the newly elected president of RIBA, Rhode Island Bolivian American Association. So with that honor, I see how much work goes into the organizations and all the rich culture we have here, all the various Puerto Rican, Dominican, the parades, and the work that goes into that. It's a great amount of work, and I'd be remiss if I didn't come up here and recognize someone that works extremely hard on a regular basis. And she's emceeing the ceremony, the press conference. Vivian Moreno, who's been, Vivian's worked, my father was the elected official in 1994 from our district. Vivian lives in the district, but Vivian's worked for countless number of years. I can't even say how many years, but I've gotten many phone calls from her before I was an elected official, and now after. And Vivian's constantly working, organizing, and putting in so much effort into the Rhode Island parade and the efforts. That it's a lot of hard work, and I think she deserves a big round of applause for her work over the years. So, in common, I hear so much from you all the time too. You're a sidekick in the rest of the group. So, I think we have the live feed coming in here. But thank you, and I'm honored to be here today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Scott Slater. And we have live transmission from Puerto Rico. We're doing our best. Thank you for your patience, and we just don't have audio. But we will send, after this, also digital transmission. They never done this before, so mind you. And that's taking place in Miramar, Puerto Rico. They dedicate what happens is every year they choose a city in Puerto Rico, and this year was Guayanilla, Puerto Rico, to dedicate the parade to, and also a state. And so we were chosen this year. And so the parade is going to be June 9th, Sunday, June 9th, in New York City, 5th Avenue. And our parade here in Rhode Island is going to be the 18th of August at the Royal Williams Park. So for more information, just go to PuertoRicanArchive.com and you will find all the information and updated information, who's going to be going with us from Rhode Island, the organizations, the municipalities that are going to bring their honor guard, and hopefully that the Borinqueneers will also accompany us to this June 9th event, God willing. If we have anyone else that we haven't acknowledged, Doris de los Santos. Oh my God, thank you. And Tomas Avilas was here earlier, and I know that we have a lot